Hello students. We have already discussed about the obligation of the banker to honor customers' check and also obligation or duty of the banker to maintain secrecy of customers' account. We have seen that it is the duty of the banker to maintain secrecy about the customer's account. That is, he should not reveal any account related information of the customer to any third party. We have also seen there are exceptions to that particular duty also. Okay, in certain cases the banker can disclose. So this particular obligation is very important from the point of view of examination. Okay, because here the obligation to maintain secrecy, you can expect it for 15 marks as well as the exceptions. Okay, so kindly don't ignore that. So today we will see the third obligation of the banker, that is banker's right of lien. Okay, so what is this lien? Lien is the right to retain the property belonging to another until a debt due from the debtor is repaid. Okay, so now here lien is a right. Okay, now first let's see who is a debtor. Okay, debtor is a person who has taken a loan. Okay, and whenever somebody takes a loan, he keeps some valuable in the form of security with the creditor. Okay, so now it is the right of the creditor to retain means what? To keep that property and tell the debtor that he is not going to repay, okay, or he is not going to return back the property until the debt is repaid. Okay, so here the creditor has the right to keep the property or that article until with himself until the debt is not repaid by the debtor. Okay, so here lien is the right to retain the goods but not to sell the goods. Okay, now the creditor is having the property with him. Okay, now suppose if you have taken loan, you are going to keep some security. Okay, so that doesn't mean the creditor who is having your security, he is going to sell it. No. Okay, he has to keep it until and unless you will repay the loan to the creditor. Okay, so that is lien. Okay, simple. Lien is the right to keep the property belonging to whom? Belonging to the debtor until the debtor repays the money or the loan amount. Okay, then there are three kinds of lien. Okay, so here first one is your particular lien, then comes your general lien, and next one is your negative lien. Okay, so what is this particular lien? So it is a right of a creditor to retain particular property until until debt is repaid. It arises out of some labor or money spent on goods. Okay, so here it is a right of creditor. Okay, so the person may say that I am not going to return the article or the property to you until and unless you repay the loan amount. Okay, so see here the focus is on some property. Okay, and what? It arises out of some labor or money spent on goods. Okay, so here what happens? The right is available for the people who have spent some time or maybe labor or money on the particular work. For example, the particular lien right is available to a tailor, goldsmith, watch repairer, etc. Okay, for example, the tailor can retain the goods stitched by him for a customer till the tailoring charges are paid. Okay, now suppose if you have given your clothes for tailoring, okay, and the tailor has already stitched the clothes and say the tailoring amount is 200 rupees. Okay, now you are not ready to pay 200 rupees to the tailor. Okay, now what will the tailor do? He will say, you give me my stitching charges, that is 200 rupees, or else I won't give you the stitched dress. Okay, so that is your particular lien. Okay, so he will give you the stitched dress only when you pay him 200 rupees for the 200 fees or the charges which was been fixed by him earlier. Okay, so that is your particular lien. Okay, now suppose let's see the case of your watch repairer also. Okay, now suppose you have given your watch for repair. Okay, so the watch repairer says that the charges will be rupees 50 for repairing the watch. Now he has repaired the watch, means he has given his labor, he has given his time on that particular, on repairing that particular watch. Okay, so now when you go to get that repair watch, you have to pay him rupees 50 to the watch repairer, but now you are not ready to pay him. Okay, in that case what he will do? He will say that I will keep the watch with myself until and unless you repay the charges. Okay, that is 50 rupees. Okay, which was pre-decided by the watch repairer. Okay, so unless and until you pay 50 rupees to the watch repairer, he is not going to give you your watch back. So that is your particular lien. Okay, so that doesn't mean the watch repairer is going to sell that watch. Okay, so he won't sell your watch, he will keep it with himself until and unless you pay the charges. Okay, so that is your general lien. Next one comes your particular lien. Okay, so particular, sorry, next is your general lien. Okay, so what is this general lien? It is a right of a creditor to retain any property till the general balance is repaid. Okay, so see here, there is no particular property over here, but there is a general balance. Okay, see, generally the debtor owes some money to the creditor. So here the creditor can say that unless and until you pay me the money or the balance, till that I will keep that property. Okay, so in the same case, the banker can say that he will retain the property with himself until the loan is repaid. Okay, so maybe he has taken some property, or maybe he has taken some article which is belonging to the debtor, so the banker will keep that property, or he will keep it with himself until the debtor is going to repay the balance. Okay, so once when the debtor, okay, is going to repay the amount, the banker will give the asset or the property back to the debtor. Okay, so in this case the banker can sell the property in case of default payment. Okay, now suppose if you are not going to repay the loan amount to the banker can sell the property. Okay, so that is your general lien. I hope this is clear to you all. Okay, now for your general lien example, you have taken a loan of rupees 50,000 from the banker. Okay, and you have kept a certificate, or maybe you have kept some valuable thing in the with the banker. Okay, so the banker will wait for you until you repay the loan. If you are not paying the loan, the banker will sell that particular property, or he will realize that particular document, and he will clear the or settle off the loan. Okay, so that is your general lien. Next comes your negative lien. Okay, so in case of your negative lien, banker does not obtain possession of any asset of the borrower. Okay, so here what happens in your negative lien, banker is not having any property which belongs to the borrower. Okay, so here what he does is, it is a declaration by the banker that the assets mentioned are free from any charge, and borrower shall not dispose them of without the permission of the banker. Okay, so here what happens, the banker, okay, or the borrower, the banker will give a declaration. Okay, declaration on certain property, that the banker is going to mention that, okay, that the borrower or the debtor should not sell that property, or should not keep that property as charged against other loan. Okay, and he should not sell it without the permission of the banker. That is, that particular property is reserved. Okay, reserved by the banker. So here the actual property will not be with the banker, it will be with the borrower or the debtor himself, but only there will be a declaration saying that the borrower should not sell that particular asset. Okay, so that is your negative lien. Now there are certain circumstances under which a banker can exercise his right of lien. So first one, when goods are in his possession. Okay, so here whenever the goods are in the possession of the banker, at that time he can exercise his right of lien. Okay, next one, lien on title of goods. So banker can exercise his right of lien on the document title of the goods if the title of goods is in the possession of the banker. Okay, now for example, you have kept a document. Okay, you have taken a loan from bank, and you have kept your LIC premium document as a security with the banker. Okay, or say you have kept FD receipt. Okay, on FD receipt you have taken a loan. Okay, now you are not repaying the loan, so what will the banker do? He can realize the loan amount with that FD certificate. Okay, then next one, funds deposited by the customer in the bank. So whatever funds you have saved in the bank, on that the banker can exercise his right of lien. Okay, that is, he can recover the debts from your deposits, or the amount which is been saved by you in the bank. Okay, if the account is in your name only, then banker can exercise his right on lien on the bills of exchange, checks, dividend coupons, interest coupons given by the customer to the bank for collection. Okay, now suppose if you have a loan in the bank, okay, and you are going to and you went to bank for check collection. Okay, you have given the check for collection to the banker. If the banker sees that whatever the amount of check you are going to deposit in your account is sufficient to settle off the loan, at that time he is going to exercise his right of lien. Then banker can exercise his right of lien on life insurance policy if the policy is in the hands of the banker. Okay, the next one, fixed deposit receipt, and lastly your time barred debts. So what are these time barred debts? Time barred debt is the money the customer has borrowed and he did not repay it. Okay, so but which is no longer collectible because a certain number of years you have passed away. Okay, now suppose you have taken a loan. Okay, and now the banker is sending you the notice to repay the loan, and during at the time of the loan, okay, you have given some security documents or maybe you have kept some property. Now the time of the loan was say 5 years. Okay, so up to 5 years you haven't paid the loan. The banker has taken all the possible steps which are to be taken in order to recover the loan. Okay, but still you have not paid the loan, so the time of the loan is over, and even the time of recovery is also over. Okay, that those debts are called as time bar debts. Okay, and the banker cannot collect the time bar debts. So at the time of taking the debt, whatever security, whatever property you have kept as security, on that the banker can exercise his right of lien. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear. This lien again you will study in your fourth chapter also. Okay, so I hope this thing is clear to you people. If you are not understanding or if you did not get any point in today's class, so you are free to ask me. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.